Hello, 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 everybody. My name is Ben. I'm your best friend, Ben. This is the Benjamin Adventures. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. It is April the 14th, 2026.
Yes.
2026.
Already.
Bridget, can you believe that?
Already.
Already. One more day, and this
April.
month will be... Tax Day, I think, is tomorrow.
Oh, thanks.
Tax Day is tomorrow.
I didn't need to hear
well,
that.
if you all have been prepared, you would know just what we need to be doing, and there's that. So, listen, I hope everybody has had a really good day. Let's stop that right there. Everybody's had a real good day, and things are going well for y'all. But listen, I am your best friend, Ben. This is the Benjamin Adventures. And you know what? I always like to start off by asking Bridget, how was your day?
Oh, I had a pretty good day. I hung out with you today.
You did.
Then I went and picked up my grandson from school.
You did.
He was excited to see me.
He was.
He was excited. And he was really excited that his best friend Ben sent him some Fritos.
His best friend Ben sent him some Fritos. Now,
So
I love that.
Yeah,
I
so
love
when
that.
he
I
got
love
out of school and he got to his car seat, then he was getting in the car. He's like, where did these come from?
And he was so excited that it was from
Popped it
his
open
best
and
friend
he ate them.
Ben.
That's right, his best friend Ben.
What? I'm not even believing that, Bridget. Did you really tell him they were from me?
I sure did.
Bridget? For real?
I really did. His mama, if she would get on, she could clarify.
Why can't she get on, Bridget? What is
Oh,
her-
she could. No telling what she's doing. I had to pick her up too. Took her home. Had to go run a little errand for her. But I'm thankful and grateful that I'm able to.
Bridget, I am glad that you were able to get and visit her and make sure things was going good with her
Yes.
today. Because you are her best friend. You are her best friend.
Yes.
You are.
Yes.
You are a mess. Bridget, now listen to me. I hope everybody has been following along the last few weeks because here at Intuitive Precepts, we have been offering a little bit, we've been causing a couple little podcast things. Bridget, where is the mouse? There it is. And so we've been talking about,
where is it? That's what you did to me.
we have been talking about, learning to be your best self.
Yes.
We've been talking about how to make the move over to the next step.
That's right. Not being stuck.
Not being stuck. We've been talking about ways to go after what we deserve.
Right.
And so going through all that, you know what? So many people get confused and they get lost because we don't know
I was
where
having that
to go
problem.
after that.
So you got to go that way. To the side.
It's right here. There it goes. Sorry. So anyway, so we've been doing a lot of stuff, and y'all know we are not the best when it comes to all this.
Oh, I really ain't.
Whatever it is, technology and stuff. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. So what we've been doing basically is been kind of lagging on and moving on and kind of helping everybody with some topics that was dear to our heart. And so now we're gonna go ahead tonight because the last few episodes we've been talking about what's holding you back, why you start and stop. And the voice inside your head, why it helps you to stay starting and stopping and to help you go back. So why you keep waiting to feel ready. I know a lot of y'all probably remember that. Why you are waiting to feel ready. You know what? And if you've been listening, you might be thinking a few things. And it's, you know what? I know how I see it now, you say.
Yeah.
I see it now. How do I actually move through this? All of these topics, go back and rewatch some of this stuff. How do I move through these topics? So today I want to shift gears and I want to just take a little break and talk about something that could really actually help you do exactly that. All right. So today, with Bridget here with me, these are going to be some topics that I want to make sure that you could go back and rewatch because the Benjamin Adventures, your best friend Ben, a certified Jay Shetty life coach, intuition, mindset, empowerment, moving forward. These are some of the questions that we get. So today, we're going to shift into that and talk about something that could actually help you understand a few things. So tonight, Bridget, go ahead, Bridget. What are some of the first things we're going to go ahead and go into?
What is a life coach?
What
Really,
is a life coach?
What is it?
So Bridget, everyone, she goes out and about and she moves forward and she is out in the neighborhoods and she's out in the community and she does all of our ribbon cutting events and all those kind of things. But she also gets out there and she talks about, hey, Miss Wanda, and she shares intuitive precepts and what that is about. And she gets this question all the time: exactly what is a life coach?
Mm-hmm.
All right. A lot of people that you hear that, you hear that term and it's like they either think they know what it is or they have no idea.
Right.
And most people, Bridget, they have it wrong. And so Bridget's been asking me that for a few days now and the last few weeks. And so she knows the answer, but it's hard to really relay it sometimes because people are not really listening. So tonight, we're going to jump right in. We're going to break it down in a real way because your best friend, Ben, we want to keep it real and honest. So we're going to go with segment number 1, what people think a life coach is, Bridget.
This is where we're going to start.
We're going to start here. When people hear life coach, they usually hear a couple things, Bridget, because Bridget's out there in the neighborhood, in the community. Bridget, what are some of the things that people hear when you say intuitive precepts and a life coaching company and Ben is your best friend, Ben, and he is a life coach? So let's just dive on in.
So some of them tell me, they're like, so he tells me what to do.
So he tells me what to do.
He just fixes my problems.
He fixes the problems, all right.
Someone who just motivates you.
Too much motivation.
Too much. Or they think, I don't need that. I can figure it out myself.
You know what? I hear that and I get all of those things, all right? Because so when she says someone tells you, a coach that's going to tell you what to do. It's someone that's going to fix your problems, someone that's just going to motivate or mentor or try to help you. It's hard to explain all that just out of nowhere, Bridget. Okay, so let me tell you something. So one thing tonight, I want you to understand what a coach is not. A life coach is not something. And a life coach, for one, is not a therapist. All right. A life coach is not a therapist. A life coach is not a fixer. We can't fix your problems for you. Okay. So the next thing is a life coach is not someone who has all your answers.
Right.
When you come to the studio, you come with sessions or you come into a group event, I don't have all the answers. Okay. And a life coach also is someone who controls your life. That is a no. We do not control your life. We cannot help you. That's not what it is. All right. So there's a good few things. We're not a therapist. We're not a counselor. We're not a mentor. All right. We're not a fixer.
You can't fix all my problems?
I cannot fix all your problems. That's exactly right.
Okay.
Okay. So those are things that it is not. Okay. So I might need you to understand right there, Bridget. And if you do have something that lists those things that they say they're a coach, that's not real coaching.
Right.
So we want to make sure we draw that line in the sand that life coaching is not those things. So tonight, Bridget, we're just going to break it down and just go ahead and move forward.
So segment 2.
Segment 2
is what a life coach actually is.
What a life coach is, what a life coach actually is. We're going to put it plain and simple for everyone. So what it is then, let me explain this very, very simply. Bridget, you even have this. You understand this yourself.
Yes.
So Bridget, help them understand just make it simple for them.
A life coach is someone who helps you see what you can't see on your own.
A life coach is someone who helps you see what you can't see on your own. I don't just repeat Bridget because it's like y'all can't hear her, but I repeat Bridget because I want to make sure you understand what she's saying. A life coach is someone that can help you see what you can't see on your own. That's exactly what it is. But the truth is, most people, I got chills on myself, we all pretty much have our answers.
Right.
And that's hard to believe. And I believe Bridget understands it. But you can't always access them.
Why not?
Bridget, because you're too close to your own life.
So my own thoughts and stuff, my inside my head?
Your own thoughts. Because you're too close to your own life. It's too hard for you to take yourself out of the equation.
Okay.
All right. So you're saying you're inside your thoughts.
Yeah.
All right.
I got you. I'm inside my patterns.
Your patterns. You're inside your patterns, thoughts, patterns, and old beliefs, and what else?
Yeah, habits.
So when you get somebody, it's always good to have somebody look from the outside in. In a lot of occasions it is. So
Yeah.
in the life coaching world, we're going to sit here because you can't always see it clear.
Right.
It cannot, you don't have the clarity. All right. So that's where coaching comes in. So stay with me a little bit, because you know what, Bridget? When coaching comes in,
Right.
a coach does what, Bridget?
A coach will help you get clarity.
Getting clarity, understand awareness, seeing where you are and what you're dealing with.
And you're going to challenge my thinking.
We're going to challenge your thinking, because what we're going to do is we're going to ask you, why do you think that? How do you think that? Where did that thinking come from?
Yes. And you're going to, I'm going to help me break patterns.
We're going to help you break patterns. All right. Because you don't understand, you can't move forward and see what's next because you're unclear. You know what? Your thinking stays the same. Your patterns stay the same. So you don't even realize where you are. You don't even realize what you're doing, but somehow you still think that you're stuck. You still know you're stuck. You still long for something else. So then a coach helps what, Bridget?
Take action.
Helps you take action. Not by telling you what to do, but helping you see what is actually going on. Friends, so tonight, Bridget and I have decided to slow down a little bit. And, we don't preach at you and teach at you and all the things that whatever it is you do. Y'all can send an offering, though, if you want to, for real. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But what we wanted to do tonight is we wanted to really slow it down a little bit and help you understand what a life coach means to us and what our vision is and what our ideas are. Why is it Self-Change World Revival? So by helping you see what is actually going on in the realm of your world and in your insides, that is what, Bridget?
What now? Oh, because I was going to say.
Sorry,
well, look,
okay, hold on.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Okay, I'll listen. Go
No,
ahead.
I was just going to say,
Gail.
is you're not going to tell me what to do. You're going to help me see it, because you got to think people stay in bad relationships or whatever, and you can tell them, what the outcome, but they can't see that.
But they know they're in a bad relationship.
Maybe not.
Well, it's like
Some of it you kind of know, but you need somebody.
But you don't know you need to get out of it.
Right.
And
or you wouldn't know what
you do, but you don't.
But you don't know what steps to take.
You don't know what steps to take.
So so I'm there to help. Well, it's breaking a pattern.
Breaking a pattern. All right,
or challenging your thinking. And it doesn't always have to. Does it always have to be something negative?
It does not always have to be something negative. So, folks, TikTok, everywhere, wherever you are following us, listen. And we're going to move right on forward, talking about what life coaching is and what it means to us. Hey, Miss Vicki, we want to talk about what coaching feels like. We want to try to paint a picture and give you some emotional feeling of what coaching actually feels like. So I want this to be real to you. I want you to understand where I want you to be welcome in this. A coaching session does not feel like someone is lecturing you.
So does it feel like you're my best friend?
It feels like I'm your best friend. I am here for your best interest. I'm here to help you. I'm not really here to push you, but I am. And I'm also, sometimes whenever our podcasts come across, sometimes they are strong. Sometimes our podcasts are strong because I think about things and I want you to see what you have going on and the greatness that you're missing out on. So I do get excited about that. But these are podcast episodes. These are not coaching episodes, all right? These are not coaching situations. So a coaching session doesn't feel like any of this,
right?
All right? This is not it, but it feels like someone is asking you questions that hit different. It feels like someone is asking you questions that hit different. Give us some of those questions, Bridget.
Like, what are you avoiding right now?
What are you avoiding right now? And these questions, remember, when in a coaching session, we do not, we don't, hardly ever do you catch me sitting in a session and writing down notes. All right? In a session, we sit there. I am 100% present, 100%. There's nothing else going on. I am empathetic. All right. I make sure that I'm aware and understanding that the whole room of what's going on with you, your emotion, your feelings, your movement, your body language. So when we say, what are you avoiding right now? Chances are there is something you're avoiding because you've put that off. All right. So what's another question?
What do you already know but aren't doing?
What do you, hey Tina, I'm glad you're here. What do you already know but aren't doing? Okay, so and you have to remember we're talking about a one-on-one session right now, an intimate session between you and me. All right, so we're in a place where you come to want to talk. So what is it that you already know you should be doing or you are doing, but you shouldn't be doing?
Right.
Or something you know you need to be doing, but you aren't doing. All right. What are you avoiding? What do you know you shouldn't be moving forward? All right. All right, Bridget, what else would you say?
What are you telling yourself that isn't true? Oh, I got one.
A closeness. Remember, we're talking a one-on-one coaching situation here. And I say, Bridget, what are you telling yourself that isn't true?
Oh, I'm a failure. Oh, what is that, Ben?
So when that comes out, you have to remember it's very that's a loaded question.
That's
all
a label.
So exactly. So that's a label. So what happens is I may say, Bridget, why do you feel that you're a failure?
So you kind of help me navigate through that part, or I probably answer my own questions with that one question that you might ask me.
That's right. And then I'm going to say, Bridget, do you really know what the word failure means?
Oh yeah, because you like to break a word down.
We like to break a word down.
Yeah.
We like to break a word. And so we just go from there. And usually before I know it, you're already telling me the answers to the question
Yeah.
I'm going to ask next.
Yeah,
All
I
right?
get that.
So that's kind of how it is. So those questions hit differently. And when you come into that present, into that place, you are already ready to do that talking. All right. So at first, it's going to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
All right. It's going to feel uncomfortable because you are going to be honest with yourself. But then something shifts. All right, that's
that
why I
shift.
call myself, that's why your best friend Ben resonates with so many people, because it's going to be uncomfortable. Because you already realize and know that there has to be something different. There has to be something better. There's something about to change. And then when that shift happens, when that shift begins,
You start seeing things clearly. That's the clarity.
you start seeing things clearly. And all I'm doing is I'm sitting there giving you time and sharing all the space and just sharing those moments with you. And you start seeing things clearly because I'm asking you simple questions.
And it makes you question, because I mean, just with me saying that to you and the one question you asked, then I started asking myself, well, who told me that? Who validated that for myself?
Who told you that?
Who told you? I told my own
Where'd
self,
it come from?
my own head,
Somewhere else.
in my craziness head. In my head.
And just like that, like we got some notes up here on this
That
screen.
wasn't part of it.
Yeah, but this is not like, this is raw. This is not scripted.
Yeah.
This is none of that stuff. But let me tell you something. So just me asking her, and she says failure, once she sees what she said, you can't unsee it.
Yep.
When she realizes that she put it on herself, she can't unsee it. So that's where, friends, that's where between you and I,
connection.
that's where change starts.
Yep. And that's the connection.
And that's when the connection is there. I have chills all over my body. That is when change starts. So then you may have another question for your life coach. Remember, I'm your best friend, Ben. This is Intuitive Precepts. And what did I say? Your best friend, Ben, the Benjamin Avengers, all the things.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about what a life coach is and what that looks like.
Well, Ben, why would someone who would need a life coach, how do they know that they would need you? And I know that before we could put this out there, I don't know if it's on there, not everybody might connect. And
I'm not for everybody.
yeah.
You got like a certain kind of tea.
Stop it. But I do know that that's part of it. But like, who all why would someone need a life coach?
Well,
So we
if
need
you-
to talk about that.
You're
part.
exactly right. So if you look at our, all the information that's out there, our website, our Facebook, Instagram, all those places, we do discovery calls. All right. And that discovery call is about like a 30-minute, 45-minute session. Sometimes it's in person, on Zoom, FaceTime, and all of those things. And so these things in discovery calls, we see if we're going to connect. All right. We see if this is going to be something that we can work together on. All right. So when you say, for one, you said, why does somebody need a life coach? But what if we don't match? Well, for us, we have a lot of connections. All right. So we can place you with people that probably would match you better. All right. But we're going to talk about this, Bridget. We're going to talk about why would someone need a life coach?
Well, yeah, because let me just reading. Most people don't come to coaching because they're broken.
That's exactly right. So
if you're comfortable, you could be comfortable. Like, oh, I'm comfortable. I don't need coaching.
Why do I need a life coach?
Yeah. Oh, you're probably the first one. Needs.
That's exactly right. So the real answer is, why do I need a life coach?
Yeah.
Well, the real answer is, you know what? It's just because you feel stuck.
Yes.
It feels like you continue. Hey, Angie, it feels like you continue repeating the patterns of the past and you can't move forward.
Right.
You know what? They most of the time, people know that there's more for them in this life. All right. So if you've been following us for a while, we have been talking about that. We have been moving forward into that. And there's so much more out there than most of us are reaching for. And they're tired of doing it alone.
Right.
I don't know how many times I've had more people tell me I am tired of beating my head up against the wall. I feel like I am just picking up a rock, throwing it down, picking up a rock, throwing it down, picking up a rock. That, my friend, is when a life coach could be helpful. All right. So, you know what? You feel stuck. You repeat patterns. There's more for you in your life. You're tired of doing it alone. We're talking about what a life coach is and why you would need a life coach. All right. So the big one is, most of the time, people know what to do. You're just not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I know right from wrong, but I may not always do the right thing.
Does that sound familiar, though?
Yes, it does. I know I need to do this, this, and this because I know I need to do it, but I don't always do it. However, like I said last week, if you put it out there, guess what?
You got an accountability besides your
That's exactly right. The gap between knowing and doing.
Yeah.
So when you put it out there, that's where coaching lives. A gap between knowing and doing. It's not about more information. All right. Remember the motivation talk the last couple of weeks we've talked about it? And some of y'all got too much motivation. Where coaching lives, that good sweet spot, we like to say, is about, it's just about breaking through what's stopping you. Breaking through what's stopping you is where a life coach comes in at. Bridget, I feel like you got something else on your list.
I do. Well, I mean, what a life coach does.
What a life coach does, Bridget.
So, you want to give us a good, clear
What I
picture
wanna do
of
is
that? What you actually do?
Okay, so earlier I tried to share some emotions what those emotions feel like. But right now,
Are you
hey
feeling,
Jason, I'm glad
you
you're
feeling
here,
my
buddy.
energy?
So right now, look, got some chills on there.
my
so
energy.
let me paint a clear picture. I want to put it out there. All right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to follow me with this as I go this. I know we're kind of running a little late tonight, but it brings awareness. A coach brings awareness. A coach helps you see what's really going on. A coach helps you see your patterns. Not because I see you outside of this room or outside the FaceTime or whatever we're doing. No, I don't see that. I hear it. You say it. Your patterns, your habits, your thinking. So many times I beat myself up because I feel like I don't have clear thinking. Clear speaking. I'm not professional. My speaking is not right. But when you speak, your patterns, your habits, your thinking comes out. All right? So when you get awareness from somebody at the outside, then guess what's going to happen? You're going to begin challenging your thinking. All right, challenging your thinking. They don't let you stay in your comfort stories. All right, so coaches do not let you stay there. Right.
Yeah, that's not what your
We're
best
not
friend
gonna let
should
you
do.
stay
Your
there.
coach shouldn't.
That's exactly right.
mean-
So we're talking about life coaching and what it means, who needs it, what we do. So as we're painting a picture, I want you to see this in a bright red color, challenging your thinking. So these stories you're telling yourself, I'm not going to let you stay in a comfortable story because we're going to dig a little further. I'm going to say, what are you believing?
Oh,
If you say this, and this, I'm going to say, what are you believing? This thinking, these thoughts you're telling me, why are you thinking that? And the next time you're going to tell me these answers, and when you see it, I'm going to paint something in blue, and I'm going to help you take action. Not big. No overwhelming reaction. I'm going to paint something blue because to me, that's going to, guess what? We're going to take action.
I like number 4.
Because you have decided to take the action because through the things of above, we have already understood awareness, clarity, seeing the patterns. So number 4, Bridget,
Oh, hold you accountable.
hold you
That's
accountable.
huge.
Hold you accountable. So a life coach is going to help you go. So you know what? Let's just say we got red, we got blue, and you know what? I'm going to paint a real. Let's say oranges and sunshine. Hold you accountable. A life coach is going to hold you accountable from meeting to meeting, session to session, time to time, because this is big. This is big. It's easy to say, "I will do it later."
Yeah. It's harder when someone's walking with you to say,
When somebody is walking with you, Bridget, I love finishing your sentence. When somebody is walking with you, it's different to say and not do.
yeah, it's just like having a gym partner it's easier to go to the gym.
That's right. That's right.
you have somebody.
So it's harder when someone is walking with you, okay? And as a life coach, the oath I've taken, the training I have done, and the person I am, I ain't going to talk the talk without walking the walk.
That's right.
And y'all can write that somewhere else. But we're talking about who needs a life coach, what is a life coach, and why. We started early tonight for a reason. All right, Bridget, what else?
Hold you
Number
accountable.
5.
Helps you become somebody new.
Life coaching helps you become somebody new because of your own thoughts, your own words, and your things that you put out there for me. I don't know because unless you tell me. All right?
Right.
It's not just something different. It's about being someone different. It's about becoming someone different, and it's about standing in a new place.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's good right there. I'm
I
gonna go
like
back
that.
to this. Brings awareness. We're talking about what? What a life coach does. Remember, this is a pretty picture. Bringing awareness. Challenge your thinking. Helps take action, holds you accountable, and helps you become someone new by your decision. So let me tell you what my approach is. All right. I know we just keep going here, but listen. My approach.
Okay.
All right. My approach to life coaching is this is how I want you to see me. All right. So through intuitive precepts coaching, remember, we can go back and what intuitive means and what precepts means and what it means together. All right. I don't just sit and talk to you. All right. I'm not just sitting on a sofa or a chair or a desk behind a camera just because. I walk you through the change. Matter of fact, I'm going to see you through the change because we have a commitment together, because that's what my version, that's what my one sentence of life coaching is. Life coaching is an equal partnership between two adults facilitating a change. So I can help you change. I can urge you to change. I can go through it all day long. Just your preachers can help you change. Your pastor can tell you to change. Your therapists and counselors and mentors, they can help you do something. They can tell you what to do, but I'm going to walk you through it. That's the difference.
Be right there with you
I'm going to be right there with you.
all the way through.
So we're going to see. We're going to see what's holding you back. We're going to understand why you don't trust yourself, and we're going to make it where you trust yourself again, because you're going to see it.
Yeah.
And then you are going to take the step. I'm just going to be sitting up here watching it. And then actually become the person you are meant to be. Because most people don't need no advice. You don't need my advice. You just need someone to help you move. So let me tell you what I'm telling you. let me put it back out here with you. Moving forward is what it's about. All right. Your best friend Ben is nothing. All right. Intuitive precepts is nothing. All right. But by changing myself a little at a time, by getting closer, getting a connection with more people and reflecting back in the world, what's coming in is going out. It's so incredible that I am so excited for every little small bit of change that comes from you. Every little bit of change, every small win we praise, every small win we celebrate. And Bridget may not know what we're celebrating and what we're winning, but guess what she's going to do? She's going to jump in and she's going to celebrate it too.
That's right.
Because she knows there's a win. And I'm not trying to compare it to cancer,
No.
but you know what? We're going to get us one of them bells out here. Like, go out there and ring the bell because there's a win. No matter how small it is. All right? Everybody don't need a life coach. All right? Everybody don't need a life coach. But 99% of us do. Myself, I have one. I have a coach. I have someone that helps me with my stuff.
Well, I know we're going to be ending this, but I said to you a while back, Ben, the way I remember it is one time you were talking and you were breaking it down, like, oh, I want to do my yard.
That's right.
And you gave that analogy and you said, well, you're going to break it down. Have you measured the yard yet? How much grass do you need? How many bags of soil how many of this? And that's kind of like, for me, dumbing it down. And I'm not trying to say dumbing it down, but that's what and I don't know if people really get what a life coach, it doesn't always have to be that there's an issue.
Right.
What is something that is holding you back? That you need a best friend to hold you, to bring
exactly
you through.
right.
That is what we can help with. But that's kind of, that stuck in my head because you made it to where I could understand breaking it down, that part. But I brought the failure part. But just the questions that brought in my head from that, it just is like boom, boom, boom.
Well, and that's why I thought it was very important that tonight, that people that watch us and see us and that follow us, we are on here to advertise our company. All right. We want to get further out than our four walls, our city, our town, our state. And that's what we do. And we want just to bring more light and clarity on what life coaching is and what we do.
Right.
All right. We're not social media influencers. We're not here to be social media famous. All right. We don't care about all that. All right. What we're here to do is to help you understand that everybody needs somebody. And we're also here to help you see what you already know, that you're meant for something greater.
So, Ben, if somebody would want to see if they need a coach, what would be the first step that they would need to do? Contact one of us?
Contact one of us, Benjamin at Intuitive Precepts.
Bridget at Intuitive Precepts.
You can message message. You can message anywhere. There's a phone number too. You can call our phone.
What fee would be involved to begin with?
Well, most of all, remember we talked about earlier that discovery call. We usually, majority of the time, it's a free discovery call. Some 30 to 45 minutes. There's some questions. We just kind of move through, and we see if we create a rapport with each other. Do we vibe? Do we match? What is that? What does that look like? And then really, we don't talk a lot about on that time what we're going to do, our plan, or like this, what it looks like. We don't do that. We just go back and forth with questions. I ask the questions and you tell me, and then you may ask good questions and I tell you. It's like a telephone friend, like a friend of like calling a new friend.
Okay. So really, I am not going to lose anything by calling.
There's nothing to lose.
I'm not signing a contract at that
There's
point.
No contract.
I'm just discovering. Will I know if I needed to work or what I might need to work on at that call, or maybe not?
Well, what you learn from a discovery call, Bridget, is that you learn
if
there's a connection.
Our connection. It's all about connection.
Because sometimes listen, I'll be honest, most of all of us know when you go to a doctor, all right, or
intake,
anything, when you go there, you automatically, like I'm gonna like this person.
Yeah.
Or I could work with this person.
Okay.
A dog groomer, you know if you're gonna like that person. A haircutting person, you're gonna know if you like those people. It's really 30 minutes is too long. 45 minutes is too long. It's gonna pretty much take us, especially if we're in person, it's gonna take us the first 3 minutes.
Well, that's what I was going to
5
say.
minutes.
Do we have to be in person? We could do Zoom calls.
Zoom
we
calls,
could do
we're virtual.
virtual. We would
Yes.
be able to set up that. But so I just end with, for my part for that is you have nothing to lose. So why not reach out and set up a call and just to see where it would go? Like if you have the connection and maybe come up with a plan. Y'all know that we have our April 23rd. We have a in studio event that we're gonna do, but we do
And we
our
invite y'all to come.
Yes,
We invite you to come
please.
and see what it's like. You know, Tuesday, Thursday, usually around 7:30, we have our live. You know, just this live podcast. It's just easy. It's simple. We welcome you here because we love sharing space with everybody. And so this event we're having, it's about community. It's about involvement. It's about growing together and just being better.
Yeah.
You know, because remember, self-change world revival. The more we change, the more things get better. You know, and there's several things that we work on. There's several different routes and way that we do things, but you have to find out the connection. And then when you decide, I mean, there's packages of 4 visits, 6 visits, 8 visits, 12 visits. There's packages of group. 3 or 4 people. There's many packages. We've now for business packages. We
Right.
have all of those things that help because we want to help. And that's why tonight's episode was about life coaching, what it means, what it looks like, and
So
really raising the questions of, do you need a life coach?
Yeah. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have it all together.
And you don't have to be broken.
No. You can,
It can be the idea of, I just need a few sessions to help me decide if I need a new car or not.
I mean, what? Yeah. Somebody.
Sounds crazy, right? But some people don't have that person to talk it through.
Yeah, they don't have.
And let me be honest with you, I've given away life coaching for the last 25 years of my hair world.
exactly.
All right. So what I'm saying is, you think it's silly, and I feel a little bad when I'm like, oh, I can help anybody talk if they need a new car or not. I can look at your finances. We can do all these things, and I'm gonna be on your side. All right. But I gotta pay my bills. All right. So we're gonna sign up for them packages. All right.
And
After the
And
cover call.
I need to get paid.
All right.
But,
And Bridget got.
but no, I want you guys to reach whatever you need to reach the breakthrough that you need.
That's exactly right.
And I mean, I want everybody to have a best friend, that somebody to hold them accountable. And if it's not been my best friend, then I mean, we can get you, get you to the right place. I just say you have nothing to lose.
You got
so
nothing
what's
to lose.
stopping you from making the call?
What's stopping you? Listen, in a day and a time where we are now, the sad thing is this. A lot of people, they don't have a church. They don't have a connection to the church. They don't have a connection to any God, all right? The universe. There's no safe place for a lot of people. And that is what Intuitive Precepts is wanting to bring forth, to encourage and help people change, because as we change, the world just gets better. And that's the only way the world is going to get better. And if we can help you make your world better, what else is important? If I can help you make your world better, then my world's going to be better. British world's going to get better. It's going to keep going. It's a ripple effect. It's going to echo across the world. I can keep going on and on about that, but I'm not. But I'm going to leave you right here with this. I'm so happy that you stuck around with us, enjoyed our time with us. I so appreciate every one of you. You don't have to have everything figured out. I don't have everything figured out. You don't have to be perfect. I'm not perfect. Bridget's not perfect. You don't have to wait until everything makes sense. You don't have to wait until you lose everything. You don't have to wait until you're at rock bottom.
That's right.
But if you feel like you're stuck in your own patterns, if you feel like you're an enemy to your own self, you keep starting and stopping. You know there's more. You know there's more for you in your life. There's more for your life. Then maybe trying harder is not what you need. Maybe trying harder is not what you need. Maybe you've probably tried hard enough, but you actually just need a different perspective, because sometimes the fastest way to change your life is to stop trying to do it alone. Stop trying to do it alone. If this episode tonight connected with you, if you feel like you've been stuck in your own head, that's exactly what we do at Intuitive Precepts. Our coaches, we help people break through. That's exactly what we do. Through Intuitive Precepts coaching, we help you move on from confusion to clarity, hesitation to action, and from who you've been to who you've meant to be. So if you're ready for any of those things, reach out. Let's start the conversation.
Let's
start the free conversation.
Yeah.
Listen,
Free.
I am your best friend, Ben. This is Intuitive Precepts, self-change, world revival. Change yourself, change the world. A life coach doesn't give you all the answers. We don't have all the answers. We just help you see what's in front of you the whole time. We help you see what's been in front of you the whole time. I love you and appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you so much for sharing time and space. Until next time, we will see you again. Love, peace, power from within.